Good morning, you guys. Honestly, I wished I could tell you that it was a really good morning. This week I had planned on doing a video about a new animal on the homestead and talking to you guys a little bit about some stuff that happened here this week, on some devastating news and some frustrating news. But I was going to bring you guys along to show you me building the new animals that was given to me this week, their home, and that is not going to happen because I have some issues that I'm probably going to be spending all day trying to fix here, and I'm pretty devastated about it, but I don't think there's anything I can do, so I need to just not be upset and just figure out what I need to do to fix it. And I want to bring you guys along and hopefully we'll figure this out. But let me show you what has happened. I have lost my tomato trellis and the rest of my corn, which on the story about the corn, I had a bunch of raccoons in here, so that was already coming out. That was decimated. But y'all, look at these. Look at my beautiful flowers that are on the fence. Like, I don't know if they're gonna bounce back or if they're not. And I'm really hoping that I'm gonna be able to salvage at least some of the plants. I know some of them are broken, but I don't know. But you can look down the line. My beautiful flowers are not as beautiful right now. They're kind of tattered and blown all over the place. I mean, you can tell that that is blown over. That's blown over. This one is just kind of hanging there. So I really don't know. We got some tomato plants kind of hanging down there. So I really don't know, you guys. So we're going to kind of come in here and assess the whole entire garden because I see some tomato plants kind of hanging. Luckily the archway is okay. I think that's what maybe saved a bunch on the other side of the garden, but stuff like this sometimes can get discouraging for me to garden because it's devastating. And I really do work hard, but there's nothing I can do. You can just learn from it and figure out how we can fix it and what we can do. So we'll take a closer look at some of these tomatoes that I'm hoping that they're just all bent and I'm going to be able to stand them up and maybe prune them back and they're going to bounce back and I'm going to have a few more months with them. Okay, that one looks like it's broken a little. I think I'm going to just tape it up after I stand it up. We'll see. I think I'm going to be able to salvage them, hopefully. But I'm going to have to get all this corn out of here. Like I said, the raccoons had already decimated it, so I wasn't getting any corn this year. I just hadn't come and picked it because I was going to show you guys a video of it. So probably going to have a lot of underripe tomatoes that I'm going to be picking just in case I can't salvage this. And we'll just go from there today. There's a big limb that has fell out of this tree. So it's kind of bent my fence back there. I need to fix that. The zinnias have been kind of whipped around, but they're still doing okay. I think I can probably tie them up. Like I said, there's not too much damage on this side of the garden. And I feel like it's because we had all this windbreak from the archway and then these two trellises right here. I mean, there are some things I need to fix, like all these are laying down. And then this one's kind of blown over, so I'm going to have to tie it up. We've got some over here that is laying down. all my pretty zinnias that was here on the front, they're all blown down. So I'm probably going to harvest a bunch of those just where I can maybe be able to enjoy them. So they're all blown down. Down here, these are all blown down. Looks like my peppers are blown over, but I can just, they don't look broken. So I'm just going to be able to kind of pull those back up. There is a pepper plant here that is broken. This one's done for. I won't be able to salvage that. It is broke. So that pepper plant's gone. That's a bell pepper plant. So, but I have plenty. I have all these here. So I'm glad that these are all okay. And then all these flowers here, they were all standing up. They're all blown over. So I don't know if those are going to be able to be salvaged. As you can look, this right here, the head of that one's broken off. So I've just got a lot of cleaning to do today, you guys. This is all probably going to come out if I can't salvage it. All the corn's going to come out, and then any of the tomato plants that are not savable, those will come out. So the garden's going to look a lot different. I'm kind of devastated and upset, but there's nothing I can do about it except just go on and move forward. I know a lot of it was fixing to come out anyways, but not like my tomatoes and stuff, because we're fixing to start getting ready for fall gardening and planting, so it's okay. I was just hoping that I was going to be able to have my cherry tomatoes till the first frost, but I guess I'm not going to get to, and that's all right. Just seen a hummingbird, so maybe that's a good sign that everything's going to be all right. But I've got a lot of work ahead of me today, so I'll bring you guys along to show you if we can fix this mess or not. But before we get started, and I'm hoping we get started before it gets extremely hot, because yesterday it was like the hottest day of the year. It was terrible. There was no way I was getting out to work. You walked outside, you could cut the air. It was so hot and humid. But I did notice something, and so this is another job that I'm gonna have to come in do, is I'm gonna have to move my baby girls today, the goats, and I'm gonna show you why. Because the storm did knock out a limb out of this tree, and it's right over their house, and I'm very, very thankful that it did not land on their house. So I will show you what we need to do to get the girls moved and get them in a safer spot, and hopefully we'll be able to get that done today. All right, you guys, I don't know if you can see, right up there is where this limb that comes right here, and it is just right there. Like, it barely missed their house, just barely. So I've got to get them moved, to get them in a safer spot, because we do not want it to be landing on their house. Right now my girls are eating their breakfast. They're doing really well. We got our weekly wormer, our herbal wormer and stuff. So I think they'll be happy getting a move with fresher grass anyways. Now this zip tie is still on there. Do I need to cut it off or leave it? Alright, you guys, I'm sitting right here with that fixed tomato trellis, and we didn't get to fix it like I really wanted because, whew, let me tell you, this thing is extremely heavy. I mean, it weighed over 100 pounds. So we got it up. It's not as high. You can kind of see that the plants are going to be kind of bent. So I think that they're going to be okay. What I am going to do is I'm going to take this green floral tape and wrap it around the broken pieces, and hopefully it will either scab over or seal itself back up and it will continue to grow. All I can do is just give it some time and see if it continues to grow. If it doesn't, then I will eventually come in and pull this whole row. I know that there are quite a few ripe tomatoes, so I am going to be harvesting everything I can today, even probably some green tomatoes, and I'll end up canning those today. So let's get to wrapping and see if we can fix some of these tomato plants. I've got some that are really broken, but I'm really hoping that I can salvage these and get some more harvest off of them. Okay, as y'all can see here, alright, I am going to take some of this floral wire here, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to, I'm just going to kind of wrap it because there's no way of sealing these back together. What I can do is protect it, and hopefully it will seal over, scab over, and continue to grow. I'll only leave this on for a few days, and then I'll come back out here and take it off. That way this doesn't constrict it or choke it out. But I think this may help it. I'm not for sure. I know that tomato plants can be kind of diligent and kind of self-healing, so hopefully this will help. Okay, this one is broken too, so I'm going to kind of wrap this one up. Alright, this one is busted. I'm still going to kind of wrap it to enclose it to see if it will help kind of scab over and just continue to grow again. I don't know if this is going to work, and this is not going to be left on there for very long, just about a day or two, and then I'm going to come and remove it because you will constrict the plant and kill it that way. So you just want to make sure that we're kind of bandaging it up, giving it some protection where it's got wounds. Okay, right here it's broken, so I'm going to wrap it up again. I don't know if this is going to work, you guys. All I can do is just try and take my losses if it don't.